Hello, everyone. My name is Chen. I'm the Regional Training and Implementation Manager for Oxford Bibliographies Press. So can you see my screen? I'm
yes,
sharing.
very clear, yes.
Great, okay. So it is a pleasure to be here to give you an overview of Oxford Bibliography, the home of our authoritative research guides. And I'm going to kick off the conversation by talking about what Oxford Bibliography is. And then I'm going to take you through this product and highlight how you can best access its resources by showing you how the site works and how to search for items on this site and browsing into some actual content as well. Please feel free to ask questions throughout the presentation, and we'll also have some time at the end to answer final inquiries. So the background of Oxford Bibliographies, which I called it for short like OBO, it was launched in 2010. I'd like to share how the idea of OBO came out. So before thinking about a specific product to publish, OUP started with an open question. So how university research is changing in the age of digitalization? To answer this question, OUP undertook an extensive research project that involved hundreds of librarians, faculty, graduate students, and undergraduate students. We were approaching this very broadly, thinking about where OUP as a major reference publisher can add value in the age of Google. What can we do which is going to help our core audience, like students and scholars, to move their research forward? One of the outcomes of this investigation was producing Oxford Bibliographies, but the insights from this research and the follow-on research that has continued since then has been to shape our reference offering, which we've spent a lot of effort redirecting to meet new needs that our core community has. From those conversations, we had initially a pretty consistent picture emerged. It is one that we're all familiar with. Successive waves of digitalization have provided access to a wealth of information, all sorts of resources, but researchers lack effective tools to navigate this growing mass of academic output. Students especially are getting lost in the complexity of the information retrieval environment. So when we want to solve this problem, like the information overload problem, we create this product. And what you need is out there probably, but it takes a lot of effort and sifting of the information a week from the chapter in order to find it. So Oxford Bibliographies was designed to address that problem head-on by offering a selective annotated research path written by experts, which guides research by recommending the best sources on a topic. So what we were trying to do was replicate the experience of an expert on a topic, sitting down and guiding you through what sources to read. If you look at biblical studies on how faculty began their research in new topics, what people say most is, I ask a colleague or I ask a classmate. And so we really wanted to be able to reproduce that experience of asking a colleague. So Oxford Bibliographies is organized into big subject areas. Within those subject areas, we commissioned entries. Each entry addresses a particular topic or area of debate, and the author of that entry walks through the sources, going from these are the best introductory works to read. And there are the major journal titles you should be keeping up. And also there will be some important blog articles to keep up with as well. And then goes into that topic in more details to really uncover. So at present, in Oxford Bibliographies, we provided over around like 43 subjects, and you can view it from our website. And here's the list of the available subjects. And on Oxford Bibliographies, as I just said, every subject area has an editor-in-chief and editorial board who can do the peer review and built-in vetting for the articles. And every year, there will be around like 50 to 100 articles at launch per subject, which is equivalent to a full volume print encyclopedia. And also, Oxford Bibliographies is updated monthly, including the revisions to the existing articles. Now I'm going to move on to the online website. Can you see the website of Oxford Bibliography?
Yes.
Great, thank you,
see
Angela. Okay. So as I said, Oxford Bibliography is an easy to use, streamlined and annotated bibliography site. And there's nothing else on the market quite like Oxford Bibliographies. And its uniqueness comes from its user-friendly technology, extensive peer review process, and original commentary authored by top scholars. A Google search, sometimes the students like to do the search on Google or other search engines. But those, like the Google search on the given topic could return thousands and even millions of results. But with Oxford Bibliographies, you know you are getting the best selection of sources for a topic. And Oxford Bibliographies is trustworthy and reputable. Our editors are top scholars in the fields in which they write. To ensure objectivity and a balanced approach, all of our articles and sources are vetted by the editorial team and peer reviewers. Before we move into the content, I want to point out a few helpful links in our support bar, which can be found at the top of the screen here. You can see here at the top of the screen. The subject list, this link will show you new and forthcoming subjects. If I click the subject list here, you can see the available subject list here, and also more information about the subject. And next to it is about. And in the About link, you can see more information about the introduction of Oxford Bibliographies. And from News, you can stay abreast of our most recent updates. From the News page here, you can see in each month the new and revised articles and the updated information of this site. And also for librarians, you can click subscriber services to access the MARC records and usage statistics of your institution. So you can download MARC 21 records, the monthly institutional usage reports from this page. And also we have some like FAQs, technical problems. You can check it by yourself as well. And also within the About, for authors and site help, these three links, you can view a quick tour video and receive extra help to enhance the site's functionality. These are great links to offer students and faculty who want concise training on the site. Now let's go back to the homepage. You can always click the Oxford Bibliographies logo in the top left corner. Let's take a look at the layout. Just beneath the quick search box here, which we find the Browse by Subject bar, which is collapsible and expandable as well. This bar is perfect for curious undergraduate students, and I'll show you an example in a moment of how we can help them by using this feature. In the middle, just beneath the browsing bar, we can see our featured subject and also the spotlight. Down below, you could subscribe to our RSS news here and stay informed on Oxford Bibliography's upcoming editions. And if you haven't already, you could also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Now I'm going to return to our Browse by Subject bar. Here, we can browse between Oxford Bibliography's 43 full subjects. While both the quick search and advanced searches are great access points to begin your research. But the Browse by Subject bar can be especially handy for those students who come in requesting help with a broad research topic. So I will take communication, this module, as an example. So our results show, let me click communication here. Our results show all of the topics in this module. Each topic is considered an article and includes a complete annotated bibliography of that topic. There are approximately 150 citations per article, and 50 to 75 new articles are added to each subject area each year, in addition to annual revisions of existing articles. New article topics are introduced based on scholarly feedback, editorial input, and research demand. Before we look at the articles, I want to draw your attention to the left side of the page here. With this tab, we can find out more about our editor-in-chief and the editorial board. If we click Learn More about this subject link, and we will be taken to a new tab with an introductory page on this topic. Here, you can read an overview of the scholarship that's occurring in communication. If we move down the page, we find a short biography of this module's editor-in-chief, and also the list of area editors, founding editorial board, and also the list of articles and contributors. And from the articles and contributors here, you can see the subfield of communication. So you could use this page to browse in communication as well. So the subfields in communication, like communication and social change, communication and technology, and also, if you want to give us any feedback of this subject articles, you could also using this email to our development editor with comments, suggestions, and questions to each subject. Back to our results page. Notice we have the option on this page. We have the option to jumped alphabetically here using the horizontal bar here, or jump to the box here. We can also increase the articles found per page sort by like the title or author or date added. Now let me take advertising this article as an example here. I will show you the content of an article. Along with this article title, we can view the author and the date added. Inside this article on advertising, you can see on the left-hand side here, there is a panel of this article. It's kind of like the outline of this article. So at first, in each article from Oxford Bibliographies, we're given a brief but authoritative introduction to the topic. Before we scroll down, I like to point out the interactive table of contents found here on the left-hand side of the screen. This table of contents will travel with us and update itself as we move into a new section. Below the table of contents, we are showing some related articles and also the forthcoming articles as well in this communication module. And to the right of this page, you can see on the right-hand side here, we also could find a panel. And in this panel, we can again learn more about this module and jump to other articles by either searching or clicking. When browsing by subject, you will also be able to click through to adjacent articles by clicking just beneath the Browse by Subject toolbar at the top of the article page. Now let's look at the information in the middle of the screen here. Now for this advertising article, each article has 4 main components: headings, text, citations, and annotations. So in this core text section, here you can see the headings here and the citation here. And for each citation, our editor provides the commentary to, and also the annotations to the citation. And all the commentary and the annotations are done by the scholars as well, which is a unique feature of Oxford Bibliographies. And our authors have listed the best, most scholarly works pertaining to advertising available. And also all of the choices are vetted by our editorial team and are objectively selected and peer-reviewed twice. As we scroll down, the table of contents automatically follows. If I go back to the top of the screen here, you will see on the right-hand side, top right-hand side here, the site provides some features for each bibliographic entry article. We have the opportunity to print, to export the citations, or export the citation format of this article. I will show you in just a bit. And also, you can note that any entry in green linked text can be directly accessed by the internet. Like this one, in the text here, you can see these citations are linked in green, so you could click that. It will direct you to the internet. And also, if you want to find this resource, you could click this Find this resource plus button, and you could click Find it in your library. This is linked to your institution's open URL resolver and can be found via WorldCat, Google Books. Because I'm now in China, so I can't access Google, but I think in your IP ranges, you could, when you click this button, you could see there's other, the links like WorldCat and the Google Books. These links could be shown on the page as well. We're often asked if authors cite only or a majority of Oxford material, but you can see on this page, like this first one, it is published by McGraw-Hill. And also we have other sources published by other publishers like Cengage Learning. So actually, Oxford Bibliography is a tool for finding the best research available, whether it is Oxford University Press or another publisher. You will find that in some subjects, fewer than 10% of the citations are published by Oxford. Before we run a quick search, let me show you some really valuable tools on this page. Back to the top of the page here, we can view a list of the citations, annotate where necessary, and save for later research. So you could click this button. And if you are using any reference citation managers, you could just click the link here and to download the citation format. It will include all the citations or the recommended resources on this page with the commentary and annotations in the document. So you could use these links to download all the information to your citation manager. And finally, in the text title box here, you can see a last modified date, which will assure you that the article is up to date. This will be changing soon to include last reviewed stamped at the top of the articles as well. Remember that all articles are reviewed annually, but only modified if there are changes or updates to the field. Now let's go back to the top of the screen here. In the upper right corner of every page, you will find the quick search box. Let's run a search on teacher training. Oxford Bibliographies has uncovered several article and citation results pertaining to our search. So you can use the tab to the left. We can narrow our results further to include only those articles related to education. So at first we can just click all, clear all the selections, and then we can select education. And then click the button apply here. When I click on the result, so now we can find like over 107, around like 170 articles. And a teacher training and development, let's have a look at this article here. So when I click on the result after searching, you will see our search term is highlighted throughout the article. And this can be turned off within the tab to the left-hand side here. So you can turn it on and also turn it off. And for the quick search functionality, it is quite easy to use. And still, you could also find the advanced search here. So you could click advanced search link. And from the advanced search page, you can search the full text of the entry by article, title or author, or subheading, and by citation title, citation author. So let me have a try. Let me select a citation title, and I'm going to search Emily Dickinson. And also you could select the content type if you just want to search like the citations within like books, recommended books or journals or other web resources, multimedia. You could also select these content type. And also you could select the subject areas as well. We have the opportunity to search for specific citations and also tailor all these search results. So now you can see the article results here, but also you could change the view to the citation tab here. If I change my tab to citations instead of articles, you can see on this screen, I can view only citation titles that pertain to Emily Dickinson, rather than the articles from Oxford Bibliographies. And also, if in the top right-hand side here, you could see just above advanced search link, you could see there's a My OBO sign-in link. So this is actually, it is a personal profile through Oxford Bibliographies where you can build your own electronic filing cabinet of saved citations and searches. If you don't have an account, you could sign up. Let me sign in my account. So after signing your account, you could see on the top right-hand side here, it will show you some like welcome information and also a My Work link here. Within My Work, if I click this link, you could see my citations before. So these are all saved in their article level. And you could also print, delete, or export citations. So if I click this link, it will take me back to go back to the article here. So actually, I save this citation to my my personal profile. So if you found any useful information you want to save the citation to your personal profile for further check, you could click this link, Save Citation. You could also type your notes, maybe for essays. And then click Save. You could see on this page, the link Save Citation turned to Saved to my OBO. And then if you want to check, you could click My Work. you will see the citation we just saved to our work, my work. And you can select this one if you want to export the citations to your citation manager. And also, if I go back to the search results page, this is the search result page we just did for the citation title Emily Dickinson. So also you could save this search to your personal profile as well. So you could click this button. You could save this search term to your personal profile, and also you can select this box to notify me via email of new results come from this searching term. So if I save this search to the personal profile, and we can click my work to have a look. So it will be shown in my searches tab here. This is the search saving just saved today here. So you could also print it out by selecting this box. And also you could re-edit it again to click this button on the right-hand side here. So each user at the institution can create a personal profile, and this account is accessible even when a student moves to a new institution. And as long as the institution is a subscriber to the content, it will be available to the user. Okay, so this concludes the training demo for Oxford Bibliographies. I hope you have found it useful and that you can see that why Oxford Bibliographies was named in the top 10 internet resources by Choice magazine in 2014. The site is easy to use, fundamental to the research journey, and is the only one of its kind. At this time, if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer them. And so over to you, Angela, if there are any questions.
Thank you for your sharing, Chen. And I find that I learned more about these e-resources also for bibliographies, especially about the functionality of the OBO, because previously I haven't signed up an individual account. For these e-resources, I just make use of the articles and also the background information that I found. And now I found that, oh, I can save and also export the citation, and also it will help me to do my work and help me a lot when I need to share this information with my students. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good to learn new things even in any presentation from our render. So students and also all guests in our online learning event today, do you have any questions? You can feel free to turn on your speaker to ask the question with Ms. Chen directly, or you can also type your question in the chat room so that we can see your question. You can share it with everyone, and Ms. Chen will try to answer your questions instantly in our session today. Feel free to share what you feel, what you want to know more about Oxford Bibliographies.
Chin. Maybe I ask a question first.
Okay.
When I was a student, when we do research paper, we go to read the bibliographies first. But in this age, there are a lot of new platforms. Say, for example, Scopus, Web of Science, and so on. So, what do you think the advantage as a student to use a Oxford Bibliography or in general bibliography instead of those new platforms?
Oxford Bibliographies, actually, it is different from Scopus and Web of Science. Yeah. Because Scopus and Web of Science, they will not to recommend you the classic or the most authoritative works in the student's subject area. But in Oxford Bibliographies, the students, especially the undergraduate students, they could find the most useful or classic work in their research areas and their researching fields. So I would say, and also for some researchers in some customer institutions, they also find it useful in Oxford Bibliographies. They could always find the most the new or some niche information in their subject when they're doing their research. So I think the subjects like the philosophy and also some Chinese studies, those subjects, we got quite a good feedback from the customers. So we recommend this resource to the researchers and also the students as well. And also sometimes the librarians find this resource also useful because they find some like recommended book titles or journal titles to recommend to their faculty department as well.
Any other questions from our attendees today? I just have a quick sharing. If a student, can you let me share my screen now?
Okay.
Chen?
Yeah.
So let me share my screen here. So just want to have a quick sharing with our student. If you do not know where to find the Oxford Bibliographies in a quick way, let me share with you. You can most welcome to check for our database list. If you're very familiar with this database, you can just type in Oxford Bibliographies and then click on the search button. And you will see Oxford Bibliographies online is here. An alternative way to find this database is because Oxford Bibliographies is one of our reference tools in our university library. So if you scroll down from the library website, you will see there's a particular page to look up for our online reference tools. So when you click on this button, you will see from this library guide, it will lead you to the library's e-reference sources. And when you click on the headings of English encyclopedias, and you will see here, we have already subscribed a numbers of encyclopedias, bibliographies, and other reference works that can much help with the starting point of your research journey. So if you scroll down, you will see that Oxford Bibliographies Online is here. And you will see there is a brief note about this database, and the library subscriptions currently include these subject areas you will see here. And when you click on the graphics just on the right hand side, it will direct you to this Oxford Bibliographies website and also these resources. You can see the logo of HKBU libraries here. And just like the demonstration from Chen, you can have a look of the subject area here. You can also browse all the subject areas or do a search under the search bar. At the top right-hand corner, you'll find the advanced search. Here you can expand it and then do an advanced search. So from this advanced search, Chen, can you discuss more about the criteria and functionalities or the features about the advanced search on Oxford Bibliographies?
Oh, sure. So
I can stop share now. You can
share
your screen.
Yeah. Thank you.
I see.
Yeah, thank you. So here, so we provide some searching, term here, fields here, so you could select which one you want to search. So it's quite easy to, I think, understand, like article title. It is just the Oxford Bibliographies article title. And article author, we just saw it on the article page as well. For the subheading is kind of like the table, the headings in the table of contents from each article. And for the citation title and citation author is the journal titles or book titles recommended in Oxford Bibliography articles. So you could select this citation title, citation author to search as well. So this is just we just saw which we found on the page. Let me open one article. Maybe it will be much easier for me to clarify that. This one. Yeah, so from each section of this article, you can see there are some like book titles, or these are all like book titles. So these are the citations or the resources recommended by the scholars. So the citation author or citation title, it means this part. This is the citation or title, and also citation author.
I see that point. Chen, we have got one question from our student today in the chat room. He asked, so the articles in each subject in the Oxford Bibliographies are non-peer review and unpublished works. This is a question from the student, and they are reviewed by Oxford editor board only. Is this the right consumption or understanding from the student?
It is peer reviewed. It is peer reviewed.
They are peer reviewed.
Yeah. So at the beginning of the article, Oxford Bibliographies, all of the articles are invited, not submitted by authors. So they are actually, you can see the contributor names on the list of the subjects, right? So but after that, we welcome some high level scholars and experts to write the article, but all the articles are peer reviewed. You can see the editor-in-chief and also the editorial board as well for each subject. So all of these, the quality of the article from Oxford Bibliographies, you could trust it. Yeah.
Thank you, Chen, for the clarification. Any other questions, student? So, Chen, I have another questions related to the subject area that we have subscribed. It's because on our webpage, we have a description that, the library already subscribed for a certain subject area. but it does not list all the subject areas. Am I correct that for HKBU students or users, we can only access to the full text or the articles under our subscripted area?
Yeah. So, Oxford Bibliography is subscribed by subject modules. So you could select the subject areas which is relevant to your institution rather than a whole, like now it is 43 subject areas on the site. So
I see.
Yeah, you could just subscribe to the ones you are interested in or relevant with.
Okay, related to our curriculum. Maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you. Any other questions, students? Have you tried out these e-resources before? You can feel free to answer my questions in the chat room. Or is this the first time you get in touch or have an understanding of these Oxford Bibliographies? This is a very good source if you need to find some background information when you are at the starting stage of your research activities or research paper. It's because it's very important that if your professor or instructor asks you to find some background information to think about your research topic, if you want to start it, other than using encyclopedia, the Wikipedia, other than using the Wikipedia, HKBU library has already subscribed for encyclopedia that you can make use of these resources or original source to enhance your topic area.
So it will saving your time to, because sometimes when your professor asks you to search some relevant information to a topic, some students will just search Google or Baidu. And it will waste your time. So you can use Oxford Bibliographies to find the classic, the most authoritative information to your research. And then you can just go to your library to find that exact book title to read.